Around 1980, the Hunt brothers cornered the silver market. The silver price went up like 10 times. India imports over 123 million ounces of silver during the first 3 months of 2024. Is it any wonder that the silver price has been so strong? But you might be wondering, can it get stronger? Can we reach new all-time highs in the silver price? Maybe you've invested in the silver market for decades, like I have, and you've grown discouraged, grown a little leery, a little suspicious of these price upswings in silver. We will see extreme higher prices in silver in the coming decade, and we're going to talk about a number of the factors, much more on top of this India situation, that to me indicate we are in for good times in the silver market. But first, I want to do something selfish. I want to ask you to please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll put out a new piece of content every single day, something silver gold related. And I want you to be here. I want you to feel like you found a new home in the basement. Our favorite silver chart of all time, the massive cup and handle. As you can see, back in 1980, silver hit $50 per ounce. In 2011, silver hit $50 per ounce, forming a cup. Since then, we've been forming a handle, but within that handle, and when that handle breaks out, some people are calling for triple-digit silver. When that breaks out, one of the most reliable, one of the most followed technical analysis patterns in the universe, we could be in for unbelievable increases in the silver price. But there's a lot more for us to talk about when it comes to silver. The wedge in the silver price. You probably noticed over the last few years, the silver price had been consolidating. It had been trading in a tight range. Maybe let's say between $21, $24, $25 per ounce. That was forming a wedge. This again is part of that handle in the cup and handle. We have broken out of the wedge. Current silver price is around $27 per ounce. We've broke out, and we broke out to the upside. That doesn't mean that we're absolutely home clear. Of course, the price could pull back. But from a technical perspective, silver is looking very strong. But what about the Hunt brothers? Remember the Hunt brothers? This is astounding to think about. Sit down, pull your socks up, because this is a good one for anyone who's invested in silver. Look, around 1980, the Hunt brothers cornered the silver market. The silver price went up like 10 times. The chart degen said this: the Hunt brothers cornered silver, made it go 10x. Think about this. The Chinese and Indian demand today is also cornering the physical market right before our eyes, and might force 1 billion ounces of naked paper shorts to potentially cover at massive losses, forcing a silver squeeze for the ages. So if we look over here, guys, we can see in the green, the two brothers, right, cornered the silver market. Now, today, we've got China and India. But what did we say about India at the beginning of this video? Oh, India just imported 123 million ounces of silver in the first quarter of this year. Whoa, let's put that into perspective. That's nearly 20% of the world's mine output of silver was imported by one country in 1 quarter. And what about China? What do we know they are doing with silver? We know, right, that the Chinese have the Shanghai Gold Exchange, the Shanghai Futures Exchange, which is sucking in all the world's physical silver. We know that the Chinese markets, and again, the Shanghai Gold Exchange competes directly with the COMEX and the LBMA. But something very interesting, over the last few months, the price of silver in China on the Shanghai Gold Exchange has oftentimes been $3 per ounce or more higher. There are big, major developments going on in the worldwide silver market. Two little brothers in the United States are nothing compared to two countries that each have 1.4 billion people each, and what appears to be an insatiable appetite for silver. And on top of all that, when this price does break within the silver market, remember something, guys. We've got 40 years of money printing that have occurred since that 1980 high. When all that credit expansion, all that extra money goes flowing back into the silver market, if and when it happens, it's going to be absolutely crazy. What a great opportunity for me to tell you about channel sponsor Pimbex. If you want to get your hands on some silver or gold or platinum, go check out Pimbex, online bullion dealer. I worked with them before they sponsored Ron's Basement. I get email after email from you, basement dwellers, telling me you've given Pimbex a chance and how happy you are with the amount of metal that you get for your money, with the selection, with the fact that you can trust them. But you need to find that out for yourself. I'll never tell you what to do, but I think if you check out Pimbex, you'll find what I found. Pimbex is best. Why am I showing you a gold chart? This has everything to do with silver, and I'm going to explain to you why right now. This chart shows gold and gold miners as a percentage of total global assets. Look over on the bottom right-hand corner. You may not be able to see it. It's so small. 2024, less than 1% compared to previous years. 1981, 26%. 1932, 20%. You can read the chart, but what does this have to do with silver? Guys, when money comes back into the gold market, just to use this as an example, let's say we go to 5%. That would be 5 times as much money going into gold and gold miners. There's a little secret though we need to consider, right? The gap between silver and gold right now needs to be fixed, right? Everyone will tell you there's a big lag between silver and gold, that silver basically has not caught up to gold. So just imagine if the gold market continues to take off and silver is already at such a big disadvantage, the silver price, that's what they talk about when we hear reference to a slingshot move. That's why we can think about silver price going absolutely through the roof. Even the Silver Institute is predicting a close to 200 million ounce deficit this year. This in an environment where miners are producing less and less silver each year. Now, look, you don't have to have a PhD in economics from MIT or Harvard to be able to see that this paints a very rosy picture for the future of the silver price. And of course, no discussion on silver would be complete without talking about our old friend, the US dollar. Yes, our favorite paper currency. I happen to have one right here. The reality is, whether we're talking dollars, yen, euro, fiat money is becoming less and less and less valuable. So if we are going to talk about the price of silver in US dollars, it's almost undeniable, inevitable that we're going to see higher fiat-based prices for silver in the future. Oh, as a matter of fact, in Japan, they just recently surpassed the 2011 silver price because the yen has been crashing. Look for more things to come regarding the fiat currencies. And again, that's if we choose. But we always recommend, value your metals in ounces, value the silver you own in ounces. But we can't help but keep track of where they stand in these fiat paper currencies. Most important, view any investment you may have made in silver as generational wealth. You're taking steps to protect yourself, protect your family. Hey, I appreciate you joining me today. I do want to say thank you to channel sponsor First Mining Gold. If you're looking for an investment in a development stage gold company, check out First Mining. They have 2 multi-million ounce development stage projects in Canada, a good place to be. You can learn more about them at firstmininggold.com. And of course, our friends at Fortuna Silver, they have 2 silver mines, one in Peru and one in Mexico, big gold mine in Argentina, and 2 large gold mines in West Africa. You can learn more about them at fortunasilver.com. Most important, be well, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.